Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive. Thank you for being here. So what we're going to do is we're going to read for the month of October, the first half, okay? This will be a general read, so if you're looking for a personal read that taps into your personal energies, go to The Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box, all right? So we're going to see what wants to come out for you here. What I want to do is I want to start out with a love card for you that indicates self-love. Okay, so before we get into the main read, I want to jump into that, and do keep in mind that, you know, because this is going to be you and who, my main read will be that, and that who could be a friend or family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, person of interest, or even one side of a situation or another. Okay, so keep that in mind. But what I'd like to do, because this is a love read and my bi-weeklies focus on love, and then my monthlies focus on what the universe wants you to know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pull a self-love card, because we all know that it starts here, right? It all starts here. So what do you need to know in terms of your self-love as it pertains to the first 2 weeks of October 2020? And what's up for Pisces? All right, let's take a look what you get here. Okay. Okay, guys, this is trust the divine plan. Okay, trust the divine plan. So that's what's coming into play here. So this just wants you to make sure that, you know, you've done all that you can, and when you've hit that point and you have done everything you could possibly think of, or whatever that case may be, this is saying then you need to serve it up to the universe to go ahead and see what step it needs to go next. And this is about co-creating with the universe. Okay, there is some beautiful energy that when you're able to do that with the universe, what it allows you to do is to, so many times, not only learn better lessons, but also make things sometimes either a little easier, you know, in some respects. And sometimes, you know, if you really need to learn a lesson, then it is, you know, all about trusting that divine plan. So that's what I see coming into play here. So it's trusting the divine plan at this time in terms of a relationship or situation. What is going to be important for you to know in terms of trusting this divine plan? I want to see what wants to come out for you here. Yeah, so if it's a relationship or situation, trust the divine plan. And the biggest thing that it wants to remind you of is to have patience, okay? Have patience in this, okay? And so this is about how, you know, the sacral chakra, and that color is that second chakra, all things having to do with the body. So what I would recommend for you to do would be to make sure that you're doing a clearing, all things with the body, especially that sacral chakra, because that's going to help you even more so trust the divine plan that is, you know, ready for you in the first 2 weeks of October. So keep that in mind, guys. Okay, let's jump into your read and see what is going for you here. I'm going to start with you on one side and the other person on the other. We'll see what wants to come up for you, okay? All right, let's take a look. Where are you at right now, Pisces? Where are you at? All right, let's take a look. You're like, I'm here, right? All right, so here we go. We've got the Death and Rebirth card. We've got the Ace of Cups, nice. And then we've got the World card, fabulous. Okay, guys, so here's what it looks like. The Death and Rebirth, you know, and I'm not surprised to see this, because this is actually, you know, I was just kind of feeling it. I kind of felt that, you know, there was some sort of a clear vision that needs to actually come into play. And so with this Death and Rebirth, this actually allows it, and allows that new beginning, that Ace of Cups to come through. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy. Here's your energy for compassion, for intimacy coming right your way, right? And then it becomes a whole new world. So there's some sort of, you know, a completion that takes place that allows for this beautiful new beginning. It kind of puts you on top of the world. So whatever that is, you know, it's kind of like first you fall, and then this death here, and then you have this rebirth of new intimacy and compassion, and then you're on top of the world. Okay, so this is saying sometimes you've got to fall to be on top. Okay, and so for this scenario, that's what's coming into play. So no shame in that, guys. No shame in that. Your balance is much better. You're doing almost that tree pose there. So this is really beautiful, really, really beautiful, guys. The Wheel of Fortune is a very, very lucky sign. It's ruled by Jupiter, right? And this death and rebirth here, I mean, it's nice because, you could be dealing with the Scorpio. So for some of you, could be dealing with a Scorpio within your chart. If you don't have in your chart, could be another, or you're just taking on that energy. So that's kind of what I feel right now. You've been through some big changes here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else wants to come out for you here in terms of where you're at right now. Okay, where you're at right now. Let's take a look what that is. Perspective. So this is about gaining clarity. Yeah, gaining clarity from the top, right? So, the world, it could be travel. There's probably some sort of completion that had taken place here. But this is about getting a higher perspective. You're on top of the world, getting a higher perspective and being able to see things much more clearly and see the other side and take that into consideration as well, okay? This is also taking responsibility for your own life, okay? So, I think that's one of the biggest things. Sometimes we need to be reminded of that in some ways. So that's what's coming into play. Anything else for you here? Life surfing, okay? This is just letting you know that you are capable of overcoming anything. Even the biggest waves, you were able to handle that. It's really quite beautiful here. It's about really appreciation, for, the ebb and the flow in life, because it allows you to, kind of, appreciate the highs, especially when you're low, right? And that's going to be super, super key. But this is about really overcoming any sort of adversities in your life at this particular time. That's beautiful, Pisces. Good job. You definitely need to pat yourself on the back. The other card that I get is surrender, and this being a 91 card reduces to a 10, coming to completion, right? So this is really beautiful, guys. I love seeing that. And that completion is that Wheel of Fortune, and it's just a reminder. And keep in mind too, guys, this surrender card does have that sacral chakra energy in it, and also the third eye, in terms of how you've got a brand new perspective of things now that you're on top of the world, after something that had to move away and transform. What you have done is move that into, more compassion and intimacy for a brand new beginning. So this is really beautiful. Love it, guys. Love it. Let's jump over to the other person and see what's happening for them, okay? Let's take a look at what's happening over there. What's happening for them? Okay, let's take a look. What do we have? The Sun card, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. This is beautiful, guys. Really beautiful. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that, Pisces. So the cards that we have here are the Sun card, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. So this is beautiful. This other person on the other side, the Sun card is just absolutely beautiful. This is actually really good vibrations. This too reduces to a 10 card as well. So this is about, kind of like a victory and having really good vibrations, being very playful and following the light and letting the light infuse this person as they move forward in their life and in this situation or relationship, especially after some sort of feeling of the Five of Pentacles, feeling abandoned, kind of feeling left out. This is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo type energy. So this is about changing that, right? And then moving into the Nine of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. I mean, this is really being joyful and satiated. So, I mean, really, for both of you, if there is some sort of divine timing, it's definitely happening right now, okay? There's no doubt about it. So this is actually really beautiful. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy. So it could be that they are ecstatic, really ecstatic and joyful in terms of where they're at in terms of their life, perhaps in this relationship or situation. I am going to pull a card to see what else wants to come out for them in terms of where they're at right now, just to take a look at numerology. Manifestation. So this is about what they've manifest in their life, right? This is all about, getting what they want. This is about some sort of, this is an 8. Eights are always talking about some sort of change. So there's been a change in their life in terms of what they've manifested, perhaps is coming to fruition. And it's bringing emotional fulfillment for this person. There's no doubt about it. Whatever that they are going through, that's definitely it. What is it that of the Five of Pentacles in terms of the abandonment, or, just kind of feeling left out? It's kind of like a perspective that they were feeling. And fives are about, kind of going through some sort of adversity at this time. What is it that they had to surrender in this? What was important? Yeah, they had to surrender to defensiveness, okay? This is about them now learning to communicate in a more empowered way, because when one is defensive, it's kind of like a lack of confidence, so to speak. So without being defensive, that's really key here. So this is about really staying centered and hearing another person out, and then being able to offer that clear non-defensive response. So it's again kind of like it's kind of like what's the word that I'm looking for? Instead of reacting to something negatively, you're able to reply in a calm, cool, collected way. And that's how I see it. So this is actually really beautiful. Now back over to you. What I want to do is I want to take a look at in terms of the current situation right now. I am going to, there we go. Okay, how can you improve the situation right now? Let's take a look at what that is for you. How can you improve, Pisces, the situation right now that you're in? If it can get any better, I mean, it's really beautiful. You're just surrendering, and it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune is moving up, and it's like a cycle has completed, and you've got a brand new one, and you're ready to start all over. We get the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Whoa. How can you improve the situation? Get rid of all of this, all of it. Okay, now this is saying is to integrate that, learn the lessons from the wisdom of the past. Here's the situation. This is an opportunity right here. We got the Two of Swords in terms of making a decision. The choice is yours. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. And again, you might have it in your chart, or someone around you might have it in theirs. Could be the other person you're dealing with. But what this is talking about is making a choice, okay? So the Two of Swords really talks about, being at a stalemate, at a crossroads in terms of what to do. You have a choice not to go into this heartbreak and not to focus on what didn't work. This is saying is that you have a choice to focus on what can work, okay? So this is about changing your perspective and learning from whatever it was in the relationship or situation, because relationships teach us about things. They teach us about people, they teach us about us, right? And so it's very, very helpful. You're learning. It's just it's a whole process of life learning, right? So some sort of past heartbreak and something that didn't work, this is saying it wants you to let go of that and make that decision to do that. And what's going to help you in terms of that? What can help you in terms of so you can improve the situation, whether it's this new relationship or another? What's going to help you here? What is it? This is about surrendering to denial, okay? This is about seeing people exactly who they are, as they are, right? And not denying the fact that they are a certain way. So if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and shakes its feathers like a duck, it probably is a duck, okay? This is just a reminder, okay? So no more denying that something doesn't exist. Call out that elephant in the room if it's not the duck, okay? That's what this is talking about. That, and I don't mean it to be funny, it's not, but there is it is a way for you to check in with yourself so you can make better decisions and don't have to stay in this yucky energy anymore, okay? Integrating that and now being able to make better decisions, and then seeing things and people and situations for just as they are. And that's what this talks about, surrendering to denial, okay? So then you can actually, see things a lot more clearly, and again, make better decisions in your life, now and moving forward. And that's what I want for you. That's what I want for you. And I'm hoping that you might want that for yourself as well. But this is really beautiful. So that's what I see here. So that's going to be the best way to kind of help you, in terms of moving forward. Anything else that can help you here in terms of how to improve the relationship? Surrender denial and focus on your own self, okay? So this talks about, focus on yourself, get grounded. This is the grounding of the root chakra. This is a 11 card it's a master number, right? It could indicate, going between two different worlds. You might be a stance between, the 3D and the 5D here. Or for some of you, you're kind of going between one decision and another. And you're just kind of a little bit straddled a little bit before you go to that next, whatever that looks like for you, that next relationship, that next situation. foundation, okay? So this is about maintain your individuality, especially in relationships. You want to be whole and as one first, right? You want to do that first because that's going to be most important for you here. So that's what this is saying is, and then you both are individuals, and you create a third entity when you actually come together in a relationship, okay? But it's about being solid on your own, and this is that root chakra, being grounded on your own. And individuality, be who you are, be your unique self, and don't give that up, because that is your greatest gift that you could offer the world, let alone anyone else, and especially yourself, okay? So focus on individuality, and that's going to help you in the relationship. How to best improve the relationship on the other person on this other side. Let's take a look at what that is, okay? What is that for this other person? They get the Four of Cups. We've got the King of Pentacles, and then, oh my gosh, you guys, we got the World card for them too. So they went through some sort of completion as well. So this is them kind of going through the same thing. Like, you had the Five of Cups, kind of focusing on really what didn't work and not seeing that cup that's right here, that's gold and shiny and beautiful. Well, this person, they've got the Four of Cups, and fours are about stability, right? So when it comes to the cups, this is about, being kind of complacent, and she's kind of very often daydreaming. Well, this is saying, she's not focusing on the cups that are empty, and she's not even looking at the cup that is full. She's kind of out there kind of contemplating, well, what if this, kind of between, worlds, just kind of like I mentioned for you on this side. So it's kind of like, it's not quite certain, but she's gaining her stability. And then I get the King of Pentacles. So this is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo type energy. Now this person might have a Capricorn in their chart, or they could be dealing with someone with Capricorn energy. Perhaps you might have it in your chart, or it could happen to do, with that. But this is about if they're taking on the energy and it's not that, then this is them really focusing on how they can move forward and be stable in terms of their finances. I'll tell you, the King of Pentacles is all about being able to do that. They're very disciplined and controlling. They are, very able to, have help, kind of work with others and use their instincts to get people to work with them. And instinctually, they just kind of know how to do that. And then I get the World card, which is really beautiful. It is, definitely completion. It could have been that there was a lot of delays on this side as well. So that's what I see coming through here. You got the Wheel of Fortune on your side. This person got the World, which is the completion. Either way, you both have experienced completions. You're definitely mirroring each other, you guys. I will tell you, you are. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, what I feel here is that this person is trying to make a decision and then use their instincts on how they're going to move forward within their life. And that's what I see here. Wow. Very, very beautiful here. What's going to help them in this process? What's going to help them in the process? Let's see what wants to come through here. Anything else? What has got their inner peace? Yeah, focusing on inner peace, okay? If they go through any sort of you can kind of see her doing some sort of yoga stretch here. This is really all about the warrior pose, and this is all about at that point really developing any sort of physical, mental, and spiritual practices that will bring this person a lot more balance here. So it's about clearing the past, clearing the old ancient trauma that have held them back, like the defensiveness, anything of the sort. And they're looking at that, and they're creating their inner peace. And perhaps it has to do with loving their inner child, is what comes with this card talks about too. So it could be that they need to come to some sort of inner peace about their inner child work, and that had maybe perhaps been getting in the way in this relationship or situation. Okay, that's what I see. Where you're at the time. Okay, so how do they feel about you? Let's take a look at how they feel about you. Okay, Pisces, how do they feel about you? Let's take a look. How do they feel about you? They feel that you, they definitely feel that you deserve love and that you are definitely lovable. Okay, so that's what's coming through for you here. Okay, anything else that wants to come through here? They feel that you were their soulmate. Okay, definitely. Okay, that yes, this is a soulmate type of scenario that seems to be coming through. They do feel that connection with you. I also get unrequited love, that there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So it could be that could have been the case. That's kind of how they feel about you, that maybe the love thing kind of didn't didn't work out. But now, maybe at that time, but there could be, and maybe there is some sort of reconciliation. It says someone from your past is returning into your life. So for some of you, that could be the case. For some of you, that you could be another person from your their past, or another person from your past that you might be reconciling with, and that could be the case. Guys, you gotta let me know, how do you feel about them? Let's take a look at what that looks like. How do you feel about them? What do I get? Stay optimistic. Stay optimistic about your love life, okay? You want to focus on really positive thoughts to get, and because that's going to lead you to, positive, situations as it pertains to matters of the heart and romance. And express your love. Yeah, make the romantic gesture if it's something, if you are experiencing some sort of attraction with someone. This is saying definitely express your love. That's really key here. But what is the most important first? Love yourself first. Again, that individuality card that you got here. Love yourself first is super key, okay? That's going to be really, really key for you. I do want to find out what do you need to know most about the situation as it pertains to love? And this is just for you, Pisces. What did the Love Oracle cards have to say? Here it is. Let's take a look at what it is. Here it is. Freedom. Oh, wow. This means right now there's no excuses. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So this is saying you can have someone in your life, or you cannot have someone in your life in this moment and enjoy your freedom, because some of you may want that right now, okay? Just saying, okay? But that's what seems to be coming through. So note your comments below. Drop your girl a like. It definitely helps my channel and I appreciate it. But that's what seems to be coming through for you here. So this is beautiful. Nothing is stopping you, and your path is totally clear if you want it to be, and that's really beautiful. So guys, I hope this resonated with you. I look forward to seeing you next time. Until next time, namaste.